sorry. I don't know what's going on where it keeps freezing and stuff. So anyway, we'll try to get through this first chapter and hopefully we don't have to go out and come back in again. Anyway, Cleo and I are still here, so we just found a camera and stuff. It's the camera Obscura. How about that? I think, if I'm not mistaken, did I pick it up? I picked it up, right? Okay. Oh, the controls are different. I feel like they're different anyway. So that's our save point. I'm gonna save. Gently falling snow. Gosh, yeah, this is never, it's never done this to me before, where my video over here for your display will lag or whatever, or freeze, so terribly sorry about that. I'll have to go fix that later. Okay, so we got the camera, and off we go. Sometimes it takes Ray a little bit because we're, you know, thinking. PlayStation is thinking. So we can hear a ton in the distance. He's hitting something with a hammer. Oh gosh, I don't remember this area. Nope. A peephole is open in the wall. The sound seems to be coming from there. Oh yeah, this is another feature of this game where you could look through stuff. Great, so it's a blue photo. Who's there? Return? Uh-oh. Somebody's crying or something. You'll see that they got this camera follow you around the corner feature. Okay, I think I'm going in a circle. I'm pretty sure I'm going in a circle. Gosh, I'm not quite sure now. I thought they were crying and they might be laughing. Okay, that's where I was just looking. The camera angles are really freaking me out right now. Oh, there she is. Okay, so there's a new feature in this game where we're gonna get kind of like... Go away! We're gonna get photos that look kind of funky, and we're gonna have to go develop them. Right now we're asleep, technically. Ooh. Oh, hey, that's Big Bad. That's Big Bad. She said, I don't want to see anyone. We did good. Let's go save. Yay, my screen hasn't frozen. It's been quite dependable up until this point. Now I'm doubting it. Uh-oh. Red's bad, red's bad, red's bad. You're not gonna let me leave. Yeah, a couple ghosty fights. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Cinema scenes in survival horror games are bad. Nope. Nope, I haven't seen anybody. Don't you worry about it. Nothing. Haven't seen nothing or nobody. Right, Cleo? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I remember how to do this. She's sitting on top of my keyboard right now, which is not very helpful. Where did he go? Dokoita? Battle is battle time. did not kill your daddy. Excuse you. Okay, that's just a regular nothing shot. Then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm not good at this yet. Hold the phone. Hold the line. Where's the... Whoa, it moved really fast. Back up, lady. I think it's just her. I don't think I fight her and the girl. Okay, they're coming. So that was fully charged. It is not the child's fault, I agree. It's usually not. Okay. I don't have anything to tell me like when the fatal frames are happening. That'll be an update for the camera, so. Alright, here we go. Let's hope I don't die. Hope I don't die. Don't wanna die. Easily startled that one. Yeah, she sees something, right? Yeah, she sees something. You notice what's happening to her? This creepy stuff. This creepy stuff. Right, all the lights go. Oh, the sound effects are creepy. Yeah, you see what's happening to her face? Keep that in mind. What? She's gone? What? So technically, we got touched. Just grazed the shoulder. Everybody can see your little ears. Okay, so Ray's kind of in pain. And something is happening.
Ray? Is everything okay? I heard you cry out. I was worried.
Oh, kitty, pillow.
You've been so annoying years lately. What? I'm fine.
Just rolling.
But
You can see the punch.
I just had a bad dream.
about that. What are you doing? You gonna get up? No? Alright, so she says, was it all just a dream? And we're gonna have 2 modes that we get to play. Anyway, I'd better get up. Okay, so we're gonna get an update to our notebook every time. So they're gonna walk us through this. And it's basically going to recap some of the things that we've seen. So we have incidents, right? A bruise appears. Right, when Rei woke up, she feels a sharp pain in her shoulder. It looked like there was some sort of bruise there, and then it disappears. Okay, so the abandoned house is where we went to take photos, right? Obviously she saw you there. And then this place that we were just at is called the Manor of Sleep. It's the snowy house, right, that she sees in her dreams. And then People You is her fiance. He was an editor on folklore, which is going to be important. Philosophy, anthropology. And he's not alive anymore. So Miku Hinasaki is the protagonist from the first game. I forgot about that kitty! There's a kitty in this game. Okay, she lives with Rei and is her assistant. And Miku, if you remember, had an older brother that she was looking for in the first game named Mafuyu. And Yu and Mafuyu were best friends. So that's Miku. We see this tattooed woman. Okay, her whole body is covered in some sort of blue tattoo. And cold stabbing fingers on the back of her shoulder where she got touched. Was it only a dream? Anyway, so mother and daughter, right, old-fashioned kimonos. They were talking about a father. Sad voices. So anyway, we'll get a little bit more information about people as we go along. So part of this game is going to take place in the Manor of Sleep when Rei is asleep. And the other part is going to take place in her house in the real world. How dirty is her room? Like, okay, Japanese and American standards are different. That's all I'm going to say. Miku must have not been in here yet. She would never have let them be this untidy. Anyway, so Rei has like photos and stuff like that. She doesn't want to take pictures of people. That makes her nervous. I used to enjoy using this camera back in the days when I took pictures for fun. She's now a professional photographer. Miku bought most of the photography books for me. She has a good eye for these things, but I've not really even looked at them. This is a stereo, which is going to kind of serve as our Spirit Stone radio that we used to have in the other games. No tapes. These games are a little bit old in when they take place, and I do not remember when this one is supposed to take place, but I feel like it's late 90s or so.
Good morning, Rei.
Good morning, Miku. This is Miku's room. Yeah, it's not nice to go in without her permission. Miku wouldn't care, but it's not nice. So this other room, sort of a, what? Oh, that's Yu's room. Ever since the accident, I try not to come in here unless I have a good reason. So we will go in there later, just not now. Let's go say hi to Miku. If anybody has played, what is it, Silent Hill 4 The Room, this game does it better. That's all I'm going to say. So it looks like it's going to rain all day today, too. You don't have much work to do this week, so why not try to relax? You've been working too much lately, and you've just woken up by a bad dream. Not to mention what were happening when we were out collecting stuff the other day. Let's try to take it easy. That reminds me there was a letter. It's addressed to you. Uh-oh. Letter from Kay. There's no real good place to put my camera where you guys can, like, read and see everything. Anyway. How are things with your fiance? About that. Continuing investigation on an urban legend. Like I thought, my niece's symptoms bear many similarities to the strange disease associated with the urban legend. So all of this is very important to the story, so that's why we're going to kind of read it together. Most of the story is groundless rumor, but I've heard there was a psychiatric study done. If you have it, I'd like to see it. Maybe it'll provide a clue. I'm taking a break from all of my other work to devote myself to studying this urban legend. I'd like your help. I've studied that camera I sent you is apparently a rare camera obscura. Given where I found it, it may have some connection to the missing people in the urban legend. If you hear anything, please tell me. Kei Amakura. Okay, so Mio and Mayu, the twins, that's their last name, Amakura. So Kei is some sort of relative of theirs, and that's Fatal Frame 2 people for reference. And let's see, camera obscuras. This is an actual thing. As far as old cameras went, you know, like spirit photographs and these kind of things, that's what Fatal Frame plays on. But a camera obscura is said to take photos of things that the naked eye cannot see. And there are many that are said to exist. And in the Fatal Frame universe and their canon or whatever, I think there's 2 or 3 that keep getting passed from game to game. So Kei has written several times before. Have you still not told him about you? Yeah. Use camera obscura. I wonder if it could be in his room. Okay, so Kei. Oh, I have my camera. Neat. Alright, so we'll go back upstairs and take a look at... In terms of file... Okay, that's the things I find. And then the notes should be my notebook. Okay. Right, so Kei, I think they'll tell us. Seems to have known lots of people. Yeah, you should tell him about that car accident. Yu is obviously gone. If you haven't figured that out yet, nobody's quite saying it outright, but yes, Yu is dead. Her fiance. And she's not having a good time. Ray's not having a good time. Could it be the same camera obscura that I saw in my dream? So yeah, this is kind of a slow burn kind of game. But I think that's what, like, kind of stuck with me after I played this one, is it made me think about it, like, afterwards. And it sort of, like I said, seeps into you. It's that kind of story. What?
Ray, may I help you with something?
Oh, I just wanted to ask you.
Yeah, he's not there, my girl. That's very sad. He's not there anymore. And I think, like, it's one of my personal fears. I think it's a fear that a lot of people have, like, losing somebody you really care about, you know? And that's kind of what Ray's dealing with in this game. I don't know, I just think it's really well done, this one. It's like an experience, because you're playing through it, of course, and not just watching it. Well, I'm playing through it, you're watching it, but you know. It's a video game and not a movie, is what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is Yu's room, and we'll find some junk. There's a notebook. Okay. Perhaps he was in the middle of working on something. Okay, so this is Fatal Frame 2, everybody. Many of the urban legends classified as Lost Village are modeled on real incidents, such as a village was ruined when one villager massacred the others. They're often an amalgamation of well-known actual incidents, legends, and oral traditions. I actually looked up a lot of the stuff when I was doing that project I mentioned earlier, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff like this in Japan, so a lot of this is kind of connected to real urban legends, you know, that exist. Isolated mountain village, right, with bygone customs, right, ceremonies that trigger incidents, right, and these become the motif for urban legends. I really wouldn't mind being a folklorist in Japan and, like, researching urban legends. I think it'd be cool. This would be an interesting job. Anyway, the view of the country, the city, the modern bias towards the ancient. The village is the wilderness, and those who live there are different. There's some sort of fear associated with that kind of stuff. And people of the past and their old customs. Attractive elements that end up acting to provide or provoke the incident. There we go. Story about an area in Minakami Dam where Mayu went missing. Okay, remember, Mio in the canon ending came back and Mayu did not. And for anybody who didn't watch my playthrough of Fatal Frame 2, they're twins. So we have one twin remaining, and I'm using that word very purposefully, and one not. The Lost Village, that's the setting of the second game. Mountains in the Minakami area. Was once a massacre in the so-called Lost Village. On the night of a certain festival, there was a great massacre and the village disappeared from the map. Only one woman survived. That you know of. If you walk in the forest where the village once lay, there's a small guardian statue. If you continue, you will find a shrine gate that forms the entrance to the village. If you should pass through the gate, you will never return. The night of the massacre continues in this village where day will never break again, and a woman's horrific laughter rises throughout the village. Yes, this is all Fatal Frame 2. Next we have the Manor of Bizarre Murders, where the same tragedy occurs, Fatal Frame 1. Scale is smaller, but generally speaking resembles the same pattern in the village, and is made up of elements based on true incidents. Below is an example that has to do with Mafuyu's disappearance. This is Fatal Frame 1. House of Mutilation. In the mountain area of Himuro, it's the Himuro mansion, right, in Fatal Frame 1, there are remains of a manor, where years ago there was said to be a massacre. There have been vanishings in the nearby forest, and many of the spirited away are said to end up in the manor. Their corpses have been found with both hands, legs, and head severed off. If you watch my playthrough of Fatal Frame 1, you will know why. One more example is the Manor of Sleep. This is now Fatal Frame 3, the current game we're playing, that I'm researching now. The Manor of Sleep legend was picked up in various magazines in the 1960s, but incidents with very similar characteristics can be found here and there in older media. Newspaper from the 1900s says there's no relation to when the Manor of Sleep legend was taken up, but the background of the spirited aways. In Japanese, they're called kamikakushi, and people later conditions bear many similarities to the Manor of Sleep urban legend. The movie, by the way, the Miyazaki movie, the Studio Ghibli, that's very happy and nice and good stuff, but I say this in my classes, but spirited away, most of the time, you never come back. People are just gone. They're taken by the spirits. That's what it means. They're hidden by the spirits. So they're gone. They never come back. I'm still investigating, but may trace back in the 19th century. I've seen several legends and folklore books that have something along the basis of the Manor of Sleep. Perhaps that was Kay who was asked to investigate. Okay. Old newspaper. Vanishings in the region. A mother and daughter who lived in Myojin village went missing, so that's our mother and daughter, right? Makie Kuzuhara and her daughter Kozue. Since last year, the two have been searching for Kuzuhara's missing husband. They reportedly wandered in the mountains nearly every day. The informant says, I haven't seen them for several days, so I went to visit them. There was no answer, so I went inside and they were gone. The only thing I saw was black soot marks. Please remember that. We're going to need that for later. Similar disappearances are being reported across the area, and some are calling them spirited away. Kamikakushi. Is the camera in here? I'm looking for the camera, right? Like, that's what I'm... Oh, here it is, here it is. Okay. Creepy little camera. It's like a letter from Kay. During my research in the Manor of Sleep urban legend, I finally made it to a certain deserted village, lost even from the map. I found this camera in a huge abandoned house near the village. My niece Mio, so that's our playable character in Fatal Frame 2, when Mayu disappeared, she caused you a lot of trouble, so you probably remember her, saw this camera, and she was scared stiff. I wonder if it reminded her of that unspeakable incident. In Fatal Frame 1, they said people who look at the camera and touch the camera, like, if you use it, you go crazy. So, anyway, that you'll want to take more pictures, and you'll be more involved with the spirit world and you'll lose touch with reality, that kind of thing. I'd like you to take care of the camera. You know about antiques, so could you look it over for me? I don't think you'll be able to reach me for a bit, but I'll contact you. Kei Akamura. Could this be the same camera Obscura I saw in my dream? It is indeed. It's older than the one in my dream, and the inscription on the back is illegible, but it does look very similar. Tried pushing the shutter button, but no response. It looks like it's broken. It's probably good that it's broken. Musty film. That's what it is. It's musty. So we're going to have musty film that we will need to go take care of. Okay. So let's go to the dark room. And of course this is kind of safe, you know, being in the house. At least one would think so. I guess I can tell you, Miku. It's raining again.
It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately. Are you alright?
I mean, I am having a lot of nightmares. Okay, so that's the kitchen. Where's my kitty? There's the kitty! Okay, there's a kitty in this name. Its name is Rudy. And you can pet the kitty. But kitty's eating right now. They're not going to let me do it. But you can maybe see by Ray's feet. That's where the kitty is. This is a black kitty. So I can go in the kitchen. There's some noren for the kitchen, right? Whee! I'm in the kitchen. So anyway, this is the kitchen. And Ray just is commenting on how she has not been taking care of things as she should. Cleo, 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 Cleo. She's still sitting here. She hasn't moved. Alright. Anyway, so this is the entrance. Genkan. We can't leave, obviously. If we cleared away Yu's shoes, there'd be plenty of room for all of Miku's, but haven't done that yet. Since that day, I don't leave the house unless I have work. So that's Ray's excuse. She's wearing her house slippers because we're in a Japanese-style house. There's a couple things here. Bathroom, right? And you'll notice in the Japanese bathroom there's the, the shower and stuff, but no toilet. That's separate. So this is a traditional style room, is ashiki, right? And here's an altar where she's obviously going to have you. It's for any, like, family or ancestors. And usually, if people are very observant, they will pray for the repose of their ancestors once a day. Usually in the morning, I think. I've never looked inside. They must have something to do with his work. Anyway, so, little traditional room. I think this is the toilet over here. Is the toilet? No, it's storage closet. Okay. Anyway, storage closet. And this should be the dark room. Dark room? Yeah, that's the dark room. What's this one? Yeah, it's a toilet. Okay. I knew the toilet was somewhere. But yeah, Japanese houses, it's usually separate. Which kind of drives me nuts a little bit when I'm in Japan, because I like to, like, immediately wash my hands, and then I have to go into another room, and I'm like, boo. Anyway, so each chapter, when we go into the Manor of Sleep, we'll get some photos, and we'll need to develop them. We obviously know, like, who we took this picture of, but maybe if I investigate this woman, I can find something out. And we can ask Miku to do stuff, because she's our assistant, so she does things for us. Miku! Miku! Do a thing. Do a thing for me. But yeah, if the kitty is, like, in a different spot, you can pet the kitty. So I will absolutely pet the kitty. Where did Rudy go? Rudy! That's just Miku. Hi, Miku. Where did my kitty go? Alright, so we're going to investigate the woman in the picture. A very old picture. Did you hear that? That was not Cleo, that was Rudy. Oh no!
Understood. I'll let you know if I find anything.